Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Neverwinter Nights. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today here in the new chapter as we talk to Erin about the terrible developments that have happened, that have transpired. Oh, it's coming.
This has become something of a habit, has it not? Once more, Neverwinter is threatened, and once more you are called upon to save us all.
Well, that's because you're a lazy bastard, but sure.
Yet this time you will be reporting directly to me. With Erebeth's defection, Lord Nasher has elevated me from the role of spy master to that of his right hand.
Oh, that's right, because Erebeth was his right hand, I think. And still he has no hand in this. I doubt his motives. I mean, he has no, he's not directly here intervening, because this is major. He should be right here. I mean, he might be ill, though, because of his thing.
To be honest, I much prefer to stay in the shadows. Yet Neverwinter has need of me, so I will serve without complaint.
Time is short, Gand. Let's get down to business.
Of course. I shall get right to the point. I have examined the reconnaissance reports of my operatives in the field, and the situation is grim indeed. The Luskan armies are marching against Neverwinter with Erebeth at their head, ravaging the land as they pass and leaving only destruction in their wake.
Don't worry, it's not very far away.
Perhaps even more troubling are the reports of orcs and some of the Uthgard tribes joining Erebeth and the Luskan army to pillage and plunder.
I can't believe Erebeth betrayed Neverwinter. I still can't.
Perhaps had we been more observant, Erebeth's betrayal would not have been such a surprise.
Indeed.
She was never the same after Fenthic's execution.
I think Erin has had the most insightful line in the whole game. Yes, Erin, yes.
She abandoned us. But part of me wonders if we did not first turn our backs on her suffering. But hindsight serves no purpose now.
Well, it does, actually. You're very right. You were the ones to turn their backs on her from the beginning. I mean, she did foster that sort of attitude towards her. I think her selflessness, because she was very selfless right at the beginning. She was like, I'm not going to give in to my feelings right now, because there's these many people that we must... I can't imitate her voice, but she was very selfless from the beginning, so she kind of brought that upon her. I mean, not on purpose, of course, but that I'm trying to sort of defend these guys, sort of play their advocate here. But they were pretty, especially Lord Nasher. He was extremely, I don't know how to say, unsympathetic. Not really unsympathetic, because he didn't really do anything terrible to her. Or the problem was Lord Nasher sent her to the deep, to the depths of the conflict after she lost her. I mean, it wasn't husband, but might as well be. Those guys were. Like tooth and nail, apparently, and at least Fenthic was, and towards her, and I think she wasn't as seemingly like that because of how selfless she was, but I do think that they should have treated her a different way. I didn't think of that at the time, though. I don't remember anyway.
Erebeth has vowed revenge against Neverwinter. The pain of her loss makes her blind to anything else. It is up to us to see she does not get the revenge she seeks.
I hope you're not wanting me to be sympathetic towards her. Either she pulls a really, like, double spy, double agent sort of thing, or she's not gonna get any sympathy from me. I get that she is grieving and that she was, that she was blind to anything else apart from her pain, but that still doesn't excuse her crimes. That really doesn't. I mean, she killed, or helped killing... Anyway, I don't know. The guy that was with her, or girl that was with her, I don't remember the one that we got the second Stone of Recall, because I have two now, right? Yeah. So, yeah, what happened? What happened to the owner of that? So is there no one who comes to the defense of Neverwinter?
The Lord's Alliance has come to our aid. Without them, our plague-weakened city would already have come under siege. And several of the Uthgard stand with us. The Red Tiger and Black Lion tribes have made camp with us here at Biaruna's Well, and Uthgard Holy Site. But Erebeth and the Luskan army are best left to the generals in the field. You have a much more important mission.
Yeah, have your spies learned anything about Mogrim?
The few reports I have heard of Magram indicate he is not with the Luskan army. It seems he is content to leave the battles to Erebeth. I believe Erebeth and the Luskan invaders are but a decoy, a distraction to draw our troops and resources away from the true threat.
A decoy?
It has not been easy to gather information on Magram's cult, but we know they are frantically searching for the ancient artifacts known as the Words of Power. Though we do not yet know what these words are or why Magram desires them, we know there are at least 3 of these artifacts. We must not let them fall into the hands of the cult. You must find these ancient words before Magram does. If you do not, then I fear any victory by the Lord's alliance will prove meaningless.
Any idea where I should be looking for the Words of Power?
There are reports of Magram's followers searching throughout the land. The hills and mountains to the north, the forests to the west, even the sprawling farmlands to the south. I wish I had more guidance for you. Perhaps you can learn more from Lillian Cambridge, an expert on ancient artifacts who claims to have some knowledge of the Words of Power. Lillian has promised to offer whatever help she can to any of my agents in this matter. You could probably find her in the tavern in the southeast corner of the camp. I know this may seem an impossible task, but I can think of no other person I would rather have undertaking this mission than you.
And what should I do once I find these Words of Power?
If you find one of the words, bring it back to me here. My underground network will transport it to the safety of Lord Nasher's castle.
Anything else?
I regret there is nothing more I can tell you. Even the little information I have already given came at great cost. Many of my best men and women gave their lives for it.
Okay, I'll be going now.
I wish you luck in your mission. The very survival of Neverwinter may depend on it.
I can't fail to I can't fail to just notice how this last line is just such a token line. It's not even, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry for your loss, or we'll avenge them, or we'll make their lives count. No, many of my best men and women have gave their lives for it. Sure, whatever. I'll see you later. I mean, I could say other things, but there was nothing in relation to that. But that's not a problem of this game. That's just a problem generally. Those token lines of sacrifice. They're akin... Oh, the Youth Guard Legacy over there. They're akin to big robots destroying buildings in a city downtown, and nobody cares about who was in those buildings, or even if it was completely evacuated, as sometimes happens. Mostly in Japanese media, though, because, well, they like the wanton destruction of cities. So they evacuate the people, so you don't have to think about millions of lives lost. But even then, just think of the property damage. Come on! And not even the property damage. I mean, it's just so much work that goes into building those things. And the work that is in there, I'm sure that they're not empty buildings. There's definitely books and sound recordings and all things in there. Anyway, we have a lot of friends in here. And I was trying to remember who Sherwin is, or Grimna, Bodina, Glinco. I don't remember any of these 3. I really don't. So my fault, I guess? It might be my fault. Hey, Tommy.
Hey, yeah? You're that champion, ain't you?
Oh, my God.
Mr. Genn told me you're some kind of hero. The savior of Neverwinter or summit.
I did my duty. Fame be a tricky mistress, my lord. I should know, as Tommy's a halfling who's been on the lips of everyone in Calimport, and pay the price too. But who am I to tell you what to do? Mr. Genn says you're here to do the same as the rest of us. Find these words of power. I wonder if anyone's checked the library. That's a good point, actually. So you're working for Erin Gand over there? Well, I don't know if working is really correct. I was, caught doing something I shouldn't somewhere where I wasn't supposed to be. So Mr. Gand didn't leave me much choice. Not that I mind all that much, my lord. It's an easy job, come to think of it. Oh, it's really not. It really is not. Why are you standing here? Shouldn't you be looking for the words? Gee, what do I look like? Some bloodhound? Tell you what, if you need my help, I'd be happy to search with you, my lord. Yeah, sorry, I'm not interested. Well, it's up to you, my lord. Trot on back if you change your mind. Indeed. Hey, Dalen.
Greetings and well met.
Oh, my
It
God.
is good to look upon you once more.
Ah, okay.
No doubt Erin Gend has brought you here to aid in the search for the words of power.
At least he addresses the fact that we know each other. And Tommy as well, but Tommy doesn't say anything. Anyway, well, it's good to see you again, Dylan Red Rider. I think it's because of the how many quest things I did for him. After Aribet's betrayal, I meant to travel the north in search of the quest to prove myself to my tribe. Yet even as we parted ways, I suspect we would meet once more, Gilladel. And then I heard of Erin Gen's call for all those who would serve the cause of Neverwinter to join the Lord's alliance here at Beruna's Well, a holy place to the Uthgard. I thought it might be a sign from my gods. After all they have done for Neverwinter, I knew you would be here, Gilladel. That's why I came, to join with you once more. I feel our fates are bound together. Do you know anything about the words of power? Well, I have heard nothing of these words. Okay. What? The recent events concerning Uthgard Elk Tribe might be worth investigating. How so? The Elk Tribe has aligned itself with the Luskan forces. As incredible as it sounds, they have attacked Fort Ilark. Ilark? Ilkard. And the settlers' farms to the south. I am of the Red Tiger tribe, but there are values and beliefs common to all the Uthgard people. We are warriors and hunters, not bloodthirsty savages. Well, sure. The Uthgard are a people of honor. Well, I'm not saying you're not of honor, but you shout a lot. In battle, I mean. I believe some evil force is at work, a dark taint that has polluted the noble spirit of the Elk tribe. There can be no other explanation to their actions. No other, huh? Sure. I only mentioned the Elk tribe because you asked, Gilladel. If you allow me to join you once more, I will, of course, follow whatever you choose to go. Or whatever you choose to go. I would be honored to have you join with me again, Dalen. Then once more, my blade is yours to command, Gilladel. Did you say that again before? It's many blades. You have 4 blades. 4 blades. And I don't even know if there's interior blades to these things. Because sometimes you never know. Sure. Body knock Glinco.
Greetings to you. Forgive me for being so bold, but you are the one being called the champion of Neverwinter, aren't you?
Yes, I am. How do you know? My hypothesis was based upon your manner of dress and physical appearance, combined with the description of the bard singing the praises of Neverwinter's greatest hero. Okay, so this guy is a pompous asshole. He should have just said, yeah, I heard of you in Tales. That's all. There's no hypotheses here. There's no thesis. There's no, it's just, no. Your deeds have earned you quite a reputation, Gilladel. It is only logical that you should expect strangers to recognize you now. Yeah, I did my duty. Your modesty does not hold true with the facts, Gilladel. By all accounts, your deeds have gone far beyond what might be considered mere duty. Sure. My name is Bobby Knock Glinco, a sorcerer from the island of Lantan. I must admit I am not surprised to see you here. Given your previous record of service, it was only logical to conclude that you would be among those recruited by Neverwinter's spy masters to aid his cause. So you're working for Gent. Aaron has hired on dozens of mercenaries to aid him in his cause. I came to Neverwinter to chronicle and study the Wailing Death, and I have been following events quite closely ever since. Being of a curious and analytical mind, I have to admit the deepening mystery of the Wailing Death and who is ultimately behind it to be quite intriguing. I believe that recovering the words of power will provide us with the answers we seek. That is why I agreed to help Aaron Gend on his quest. Have you heard any rumors of where words would be? I doubt I can help you there, Gilladel. All I know, this area is limited to the accounts of Lantanese explorers detailing the hills to the north of Beruna's Well. Well, tell me about these reports. As you know, the love of exploration and the thrill of discovery are traits shared by all the people of Lantan. Whenever one of our people visits a foreign land, they make an account of all their experience. These accounts are added to the Great Library of Lantan so that all of our people can be enlightened. A few years ago, a gnome named Harrygo Wanderlust returned to my island with his account of this region. The majority of his time was spent exploring the hills to the north of Beruna's Well, secretly observing the habits and activities of the giants who make their home there. Giants, huh? Oh yes, we have no giants on Lantan, so my people are fascinated by them. Harrygo's research is the most detailed account we have had to date of these remarkable creatures. Oh yeah, I'm sure he was secretly, what, how did you say it? Secretly observing their habits, I'm sure. Sure. The subjects he was studying, hill giants were the exact species, if I remember correctly, had actually chosen a king from among their numbers, and this king had united several bands of giants into a single powerful tribe. They had even constructed a great steading to house the king, and from there they raided the lands to the south. Until Harrigo's research, we assumed hill giants to be incapable of such high-level organization. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, anything else? Most of Erigo's research was of scientific nature: diet, mating habits, see what I tell you, activity cycles, habitat and territory range. Academically compelling, but hardly useful in your mission, I'm afraid. I would love to see these giants before I leave the north, Gilladel, though I know my own wants must be set aside until after the words of power are found. Yeah, but why are you standing here? Shouldn't you be out looking for them? Well, I'm an accomplished sorcerer, but my skills can hardly measure up to a hero such as yourself. Try reflecting. The risk for me to search for the words on my own would be far too great. I am eager to look into this matter in greater detail. Perhaps I could accompany you, Gilladel, and put my formidable skills at your disposal. Well, with that proposition after that little deflection over there, that does sound like he's trying to just con me or something. I know he's not. Also, interestingly, his portrait over there looks quite different from him over there, but yeah, not interested. Then I will bid you farewell, Gilladel. If you require the services of a talented sorcerer, you know where to find me. Indeed. I also don't really understand what the idea was here in the separation of the chapters of the game so definitely to the point where my followers leave me and stuff. It's weird. Why did they decide to go with that strategy, with that, build for the game? I don't really understand. Anyway, let's.
I know you. I know of your deeds. I know how many thousands of people hail you as a hero. And I know how many more have died screaming at your feet.
I know, I'm great. What can I say? You have the mark of death upon you, Gilladel. The scent of slaughter is thick around you. I have no doubt brutal destruction follows closely in your wake. Oh, and by the way, I am not role-playing my character here. I was role-playing myself right there. That's sarcasm, of course, but considering my character. But it's a special sort of sarcasm. Excuse me, because it's actually meant to. It's a lie. So it's sarcasm in the sense that it's meant for him not to understand it's sarcasm. Of course, if we were really smart, he would know, because he would know who I am. But then again, if he was really smart, he wouldn't be saying that line over there and just trying to piss me off, basically, because that's what that line is. And that's a little bit of the reason why I said that. Anyway, the scent of slaughter closely in your wake? Sure, yeah, it is. My name is Grimna, a monk of the Order of the Long Death. Like you, I serve the Silent Master, spreading pain and suffering and death throughout the north. The trail of corpses behind me cannot measure up to the thousands you have slain, but I am no stranger to death. Perhaps that is why Erengend is so eager to have me on his side. Yeah, so you're working for him? Yeah. He has hired dozens of mercenaries to aid in his cause. Truth be told, I would have come to serve on one side or the other in any case. A war is brewing over these words of power. Slaughter and death will engulf the north, and as a monk of the Long Death, I must be at the center of the carnage. Do you know where any of the words would be? I have not heard anything of these words, though I have lived with my clan in the mountains in the north. Oh, you used to live in the region? Oh, long ago my dwarf clan dwelt in the Dragon Mountains, though when Brunor Battle-Hammer reclaimed Mithril Hall, we left to join the other of our kind who flocked to his banner. At night, great worms could often be seen soaring over the moonlit skies. There were many legends of the hordes these winged serpents guarded, and many rumors of the mighty artifacts that could be found within. I do not specifically recall mention of the words of power, but I can only assume such a powerful item would likely be found in a dragon's lair. If you wish, Gilladel, I will gladly join with you to seek these words of power. I have no doubt our partnership would result in a scourge of death throughout the land. Sure. Can't you go by yourself? Excuse the hiccup. I'm here seeking death and bloodshed, Gilladel. I care nothing for these words of power. I only want the glory in the killing of others. Your reputation is well known. They say they cannot even count to the thousands you have killed. As a servant of the Silent Lord, I would be honored to join with you, whatever your cause might be. Another deflection, yeah. Yeah, at least Tommy was straightforward and just said, "No, I'm afraid." A homicidal monk. Sure. No, I'm not interested. See you later. As you wish. No doubt you can spread havoc without my assistance. However, if you change your mind, you can find me here. I would welcome the chance to join with you again and bathe in the storm of blood you will rain down upon the land. Indeed. Hey, Lena, how's it going?
My dear friend, it warms my heart to see your face again. Erengend must have brought you here to help search for the words of power.
Aw, it's good to see you again, Lena, as well. Especially because you're now... They changed their clothes, didn't they? I don't know if Tommy did, but I think Dalen did. Yeah, it's good to see you again. After Aribat's betrayal, I readied myself for a return to Everesca. Yet somewhere deep inside I prayed that we would meet once more, Gilladel. When I heard of Aringen's call for brave adventurers to serve the cause of Neverwinter to join the Lord's alliance here at Baruna as well, I knew that you could not resist such a grand opportunity. You are drawn... It's like... Yeah, you see that? It's like if there's like this huge gulf between the two places. Like these are all different games. The game wasn't designed to be different episodes, but it's almost like that. I wonder if it has to do with much more direct influence that the play session of Dungeons and Dragons actually have on this game in comparison to Baldur's Gate, because this game, I think this game is a little bit closer to Dungeons and Dragons than Baldur's Gate was. Maybe not in the mechanics, because I can't really speak to those, but. There's just, I mean, the game master modes and all that sort of stuff. I get the feeling that might be the case. And, excuse me, of course you wouldn't have a 25-hour campaign in Dungeons and Dragons, in a single sitting, I mean. I don't think you can, because, you know, we need to sleep. But it's almost like they are. It's almost like, okay, then you have this campaign, and it's the first chapter. And then you have this one, it's the second one, and all, and on, and on, and on. And it's like we are in a different campaign this time around, so it's interesting. Let's see what she has to say. You are drawn to heroic deeds like a gluten to a bakery, Gilladel. I grabbed the first ride out of town and came here. Well, the second ride actually got me here. Yeah, I don't know where you went. Oh, she said she went to the other place. Was she in Fort... I don't remember. Oh, she was. I remember, yeah. So, Port Last. That's where she was. What happened to the first ride? You make it sound as if... Oh, right, never mind. I was supposed to hitch a ride with one of the supply wagons at first, but the wagon I was on broke. Broke? How did it break? Well, we had stopped for the night, and I had this nightmare that a dragon was chasing me. I woke up out of the dream and saw something large outlined against the moon. I should have known better. It didn't really look like a dragon, but I was frightened. So I cast the first spell that came to mind. The first blast of lightning did a little damage, but it was the following three that shattered it to tiny little pieces. Oh. You never fail to surprise me, Lenu. Yeah, I seem to go great lengths to cause trouble. It was dark and everyone was so shocked by the lightning that no one knew where it came from. I suppose that I probably should have told them it was me. I had to get out of there, though. I will pay Lord Nasher back out of my own wages when we are done here. Do you know anything where the words of power might be? I don't know where they would be, although I would think such magic would most likely be associated with the ancient times. That leads me to think about some ruins far to the south of here. What about them? Well, I have read lately of ruins that contain traces of ancient cultures, whose knowledge of magic ran deeper than any living today. I am an elf of Everesca, a land where studying the mysteries is more than a path. It is the highest calling. The ruins to the south call to me, as if they hide knowledge that is imperative to us. I suppose that it may be just my own heritage, driving me to study something as old as and unusual as these ruins are reputed to be, but it might be even more than that. I will follow your lead as always, my dear Gilladel. You are a better judge of such things than I am. Well, I would love to have you with you. Well, have you with me, Leno, but Dalen is now my guy. I don't need your help right now. Well, if that is the way you feel, Gilladel, I hope you change your mind. I think the goddess has brought me here to help you. Yeah. So, hi. Oh, I didn't notice. I mean, I was looking over here. Looked like a guy. It's not. There's protuberances in the chest.
Greetings.
Oh.
You're the hero, correct? I've heard much about you. Savior of Neverwinter, hero who routed the cult, all of that if it's true. Is it true?
It is. The portrait over there, again, being quite different from the character model. I mean, not quite different, but more exuberant, I guess. Probably not the word. Prettier. Let's go with that. Yeah. I did my duty, though. Well, have it your way then. If I'm fortunate, perhaps my fame will one day be as great as yours already appears to be. I am Sherwin, a bard brought here for no doubt the same purpose as you, to find these strange words of power. So you're working for Gend? Oh yeah, of course. All of us adventurers are here to scour the north for these words. So far we have met with no success, though I hope to change that. I'm no great fighter, but I have skills in magic, and I'll do what I can to help as you have. Do you know where the words would be? No, I don't. I find that strange too. I know considerable lore, yet neither I nor any of the tomes I've researched mention them. I have an idea of where to look, however. Really? South of Fort Ilkard, there's supposed to be some ancient ruins, older than any settlement in the Northlands by far, so the tales say. Yeah, that's the same ruins as Lena talked about, I think. It was supposedly once the home of a creator race that predates even the elves, if you can imagine that. I've never heard of anyone returning from it, though, so it could be anything. The magic power in the area is supposed to be incredible. There are stone monoliths which are too dangerous even to approach, which would give me even more reason to believe these words may be there. Yeah? Why are you here, though, and not going there? Oh, I'd like nothing better. The chances of success would be far better, however, if we teamed up. What do you say? Oh, straight to the point. No, I'm not interested. Fair enough. If you change your mind, I have little doubt I will be nearby. She has little doubt what? I have little doubt I'll still be nearby. What? That's the opposite of what you should say. She's gonna stay there forever. She's just to say, okay, come back if you change your mind. That's that. Nothing else. Hey, Gent.
You are back. Have you something to report?
No, I'll be going.
I wish you luck in your mission.
Thank you. So, ooh, the soundtrack starts as well. So let's see where this goes. An exit. Let's see what that goes over there. Hopefully not an exit. It might be. It is. Okay, so these are two exits. Two exits. Let's go. Beruna's Well. Oh, this looks so much like Port Last. Aw, come on. Oh, that's a shame. I was expecting to find new architecture and just cool things to look at and all that, but well. It is what it is. It's fine. It's fine. What do we have over here? We have ourselves a drinking house. That's the name they give it. It's just a drinking house. Have you gone to the drinking house today? Oh, not yet, mate. I'm going down there. Oh, I guess actually that works. So let's just steal everything there is around the drinking house. Ooh, a resurrection scroll. Really? I don't know how that works though. So it's not like. Let's find out. Returns a single target corpse to life with full hit points. I'm not sure that. I don't know how that's gonna work. Well, here we are in the drinking house. And also, we're out of time for the day. So, let's have a chat with all these fine people in the next episode. For right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Neverwinter Nights. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching. And I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.